From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Here we go, here we go. Begin. Safe. No. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Go. Go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Get that ball. He's crossing. He's checking.
Wait. He's driven.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf.
Check. 6 guys.
Leo.
Spawn. No.
Hey, Sam off.
Joker. Switch.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Set. 60 or.
I got it. Slam. Out.
Shoot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Got it! 56! Mike's 56! Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh!
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Tight end left, tight end left. Everyone's got 4 down.
Looking to throw. Shea, and this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that,
It seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Down. 50, plant.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Get it.
2nd and 13. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Get it ready.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Right 42, right 42. You ain't going nowhere.
Hey, echo.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check it backer, check it backer. Switch, switch, switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Set, ready. 70 ending. 58, right there. We got it, we got it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It's out. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slam, slam. Slam, slam, slam.
Rock it, let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
You. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Ready?
Line 42. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Shift. Watch the shift. Watch the safety creep. Switch.
Trickstone, Travis.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I smell fear in that offense. 6-6, pull it high. Watch the way. Hey, Foxtrot. You're out. Bang.
2nd and 4. Open target here, Darius Slayton. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, Dobbins. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
42. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. And to give this time to the tailback. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Come on, set. 10 logo.
You ain't got nothing. Check. Wide. Get wide. He's coming. He's got double up.
X3. 218. Chops.
Fresno. Check. Lucky. Rush in.
Hey, lock it.
Check 37.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
60 or. Look at me. Go.
Check.
Right back to him on first down. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Number West.
Check 3.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now a handoff working right. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch this echo. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Operating from the gun, Shea. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
61, matchbox lights.
Check three. Kill.
5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set up. 15 line. 15 line.
Rip left. Kill. Watch twist.
Hard.
Switch it. Alert flare.
Set up.
On first down, Dobbins. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 3-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, Shea. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. Shea. And his throw is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Shea. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Delta. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Shea. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Say. Pilot, 64, weak.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Hatchet, 80 weapon.
Check 52. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Under 10. 10. 6 guys.
Hit it.
On first down, Dobbins, and he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Come on, set. 30 base.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Set. 10 Lobo.
Check. Mike 42. I don't think you got it, son. Sponge. No. Check safety.
Big Griffin.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Mike 42. Push him back.
Look, squeeze.
Switch. Slam.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Go. 18 Gators.
First down, Giants.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike 42. Hey, let's get some.
Shoot.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Let's put him on the bus.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 59 yards.
And the Giants first down.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Shit.
Leo.
SOS. Check 99. Check hot route.
Recon, 132 fighter.
You got tape.
Hey, Sam on.
Kill.
Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
31 yards there and a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
42. Patriots 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That's on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Switch.
Back to throw here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, let's bring it. Bring it. Let's bring it. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
To throw on second down. Shea. That's caught by his tight end, Isaac Nauta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Ready.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And some room to run now. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch twist.
Rock it. Now.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under 1 minute to go now in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You're all mine.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch the safety creep. Switch.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Down. 90, Wolf.
First down, Giants.
Bang.
Topper.
Check 43. Watch.
5.
On first down, Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.